Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Fastlane, and this was created by Konami in 1987. And it is it is very similar to the earlier Sega Gremlin game called Head On from the late 70s, in which you are in a fixed screen, although in this game the screen can kind of scroll around a little bit. But you must roll over, drive your car over all the destructible maze area to move on to the next stage. And there are other cars moving in the opposite direction as you that will eventually drive right at you, and they just want to run into you. And if your car crashes, you lose a life and you have to start the whole maze over. You have weapons at your disposal that you can use. There will be these roller skating girls that can be run over. And apparently it tickles to be run over because they giggle when they get run over. But they will give you a weapon up each time you run over them. And there is a GRADIUS-styled weapon power-up system at the top. There is a bar, and the first space on it, it says normal. That means you do not have a weapon. So you run over a roller skater to bring the counter up one, and you can jump, you can shoot, you can use what's called an option, you can utilize the question mark, and you can use a what is that last one? Flash. But those can all destroy the opponent cars. But basically, what you want to look for is to run over all the area of the maze that you can run over. On later levels, there will be cars that can lay down more area that you need to run over. So that becomes kind of a pain in the butt. There will sometimes be this power-up that spins around. You need to run over it at the right time. And that can give you like an extra life, and can give you bonus points of varying values, perhaps no bonus points at all. Stuff like that. And it can also end the level prematurely, which is nice. But you will have regular cars, you will have monster trucks sometimes. But you want to try to run over those gals so that you have some sort of weapon. Even just jump. You can jump over the cars, or you can jump and land on them to destroy them. There I used Flash, and that will freeze all the enemy cars. And there I ran into a icon that prematurely ends the level, which is nice. And you get a bonus after you beat a stage for how quickly you beat it. You can get up to 10,000 points. Some of the levels will have bridges on them, and you can go under the bridges sometimes, or you can drive over them. And there I used my shoot just in time, and that paralyzed him for a little while. The cars will either be paralyzed or destroyed and not return until a little while later. And I was not able to collect that bonus, but I shot the car for 1,000 points. But yeah, if you see normal and you are on normal on the power-up list at the top, that's the same as you do not have a weapon. So do not think that you have a weapon when it says normal. And now we go back to a smaller screen mode. But yeah, if that icon says B, that's bonus points, and sometimes it is 0 that you are given, and you hear something, you hear the game laugh at you. But I've got to say that I do not remember another arcade game where you can run over roller skaters and they'll laugh like it tickles. Never seen that in an arcade game before. Well, I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I have a 4-day weekend. I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off. I hope you've enjoyed it today. Maybe you've enjoyed some college football. Or maybe you went out to see a movie. Ooh, that bonus was worth 10,000 points. That's as high as it gets, I believe. Maybe you went out to see a movie. I went to see the new Halloween movie. People either seem to hate it or love it. I was in between. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great. It had some kind of dumb moments. It wasn't too bad. I wouldn't pay to see it again. But just like in the original Head-On by Sega Gremlin, there I got an extra life. You have a speed button, and you can press that button to speed up, and you'll want to very carefully use it. Note that when you do use the jump, you don't leave any dirt underneath you. You'll still collect it. And there I jumped and landed on that car and destroyed it. Kind of like the graphic of you... Oh, crap. I like the graphic of you destroying the cars. It's kind of cool. This must be incredibly rare. I had never heard of it being in arcades, and when I look online, I can't find a cabinet of this game or a marquee. So this must be very, very rare. Yeah, I had to speed up right there to avoid that car. But yeah, the cars just want to destroy you, just like in Head-On. Oh, and I got the level end icon, so I now get to automatically move to the 7th stage. I don't know what the beach theme is for. Maybe all these tracks take place at the beach. I don't know, but there's a gal that goes by and shows the sign bearing the next stage. But yeah, keep on collecting those roller skaters or running over them in order to keep getting power-ups. But any skill that you've learned from Head-On about avoiding cars by switching lanes, that's gotta come in a little bit handy, at least in this game. Yeah, I'd never seen this in arcades. If it did see the light of day in US arcades, it was extremely rare, I'm sure. The laughing roller skaters, when they get run over, pretty strange. I had a little bit of energy to my invincibility there, and it ran out just as I ran into the enemy car. I wonder how weird that would be in real life if when you ran over somebody with your car, they just giggled. I had to use the option, and that can act as a as like a homing missile almost, and it can take out multiple enemies if they're in the same lane as you. The game repeats, I think, like after 20 levels or something. There's no end to the game. And like I've said before, there are enemies that can lay out new area for you to have to run over. And then you'll have to go over that too. And again, when you're jumping, you will take out the dirt that's below you. You do not have to worry about backtracking to get dirt that you jumped over. That's very nice. I definitely saw the first game in arcades. I mean, it's not related to this, but head on. This one I definitely have not seen. But this is Fast Lane, and I'm still he moved out of my lane, but I had Flash, and Flash is like it'll affect all the cars no matter where they are on the screen. It'll make them freeze for a few seconds. But yeah, I'm still re-uploading older videos. One of these days when I'm done, I'll probably be on this for like maybe a couple more months or so. Then I might go back to taking requests. If you had any games, you can still let me know what you'd like me to review, but I won't be able to get it for a while. And it's hard to tell here, but there are open walls that you can move through multiple lanes from. The music is decent. Oops. The music is decent in this game. The action's alright. It's not bad. I mean, for a head-on clone, it's definitely playable. Again, I hope you're enjoying your weekend. College football is your thing. Hope you're enjoying that. If you went out and did something else, got some gardening done, or mowed your lawn, or something that you needed to do around the house, hope you got that done today. I haven't mowed my lawn in a long time. It hasn't really needed it. It's not very long right now. I hope you enjoy the Halloween that's coming up. Tomorrow I'm going to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and I'm gonna probably buy some game-related stuff. And then Tuesday, oops, you get an extra life at, I think, every 100,000. I'm going to see another movie on Tuesday. I'm so glad to have this nice long time off. Had some use it or lose it hours I needed to use up. Shoot that guy. At the conclusion of your game, a gal will do a little sledgehammer bell ringing game to indicate the level that you left off on. Oh crap, well that's the end of my game. And here she is. Bing, I got to level 10. But yeah, the levels, like I said, I think they kind of repeat at like 20. The counter even goes back to 1 after that. You can continue on the level you left off on for the round, but I decided not to, so I'm going to put in my initials. But I will show you at least a screenshot of the remaining levels. That is Fastlane by Konami in 1987. And there is level 11, or round 11, round 12, round 13, round 14, round 15, with another bridge that you can drive under or over, round 16, round 17, round 18, round 19, and then round 20. And there's round 21. I think, like I said, the counter just wraps over maybe. Or no, maybe there's round 22. Maybe it wraps over at 25. It's 23 and 24 and then 25. And yeah, I think from this point over it just wraps over the counter. So yeah, we'll beat it here. Yeah, see, now it wraps over to number 1. But that was Fastlane by Konami in 1987. Well, this is Crazy Clown Ratings, and thanks for watching Fastlane by Konami in 1987. I hope you enjoyed this game, which is, again, kind of a copy of Head On. Well, I hope you have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you later with another video. Bye-bye, folks.